Hey everybody, this is Dr. Kennedy at Restore Life Chiropractic. I want to talk to y'all about allergies today. Now, allergies isn't necessarily something that's directly treated by chiropractic care, but a healthy spine and nervous system can help it. Now, I have a lot of people that come in suffering from seasonal allergies. I myself, for most of my life, suffer from seasonal allergies my whole life. And I took shots once a week as a kid. When antihistamines were available over the counter, I took every antihistamine for years and years and years. When I got to chiropractic school, I tried every supplement, every protocol, and nothing was helping. So I made it a mission to put it out in the universe that I want to cure my allergies. Now, what I discovered isn't anything new, but it's what's worked for me. So when you eat certain foods, it triggers a histamine release in your body. Now, if you back up a little bit, our bodies produce an enzyme in the gut called diamine oxidase, and it's the enzyme that breaks down histamines, whether we're exposed to it in the air or through our foods. Now, if we don't produce enough of that, then we can have a weakness there and not be able to break down the histamines that we're exposed to. So if we eat histamine triggering foods along with the ragweed in the fall or the cedar pollen in the spring, then it can manifest allergy symptoms. Now I know this sounds very simple, but it's what's worked for me. I'm going to include a link at the bottom to a website called Functional Nutrition Answers, and it's going to have an article on there called Low Histamine Diet 101. And it's got a lot of great information. It talks about histamines in foods. It talks about the types of foods. Now, the way you do it is you do what's called an elimination diet. You go through this list and highlight the foods that you eat on a normal basis, or the foods that you eat when your allergies are the worst, and I'll give you some samples of what mine were. And you kind of play around a little bit with it. The easiest way to do it is to fast and then slowly introduce certain foods and see how your body responds. So if you suffer from allergies in the summer, you could do it now. If you want to wait till about September, when the ragweed starts getting real heavy, you could do it then. So for me, the spring was the worst. January, February, March, every day, all day, runny nose, itchy, watery eyes, stuffy nose, can't breathe, can't function, can't do anything. So what I started doing was looking at histamine foods and started eliminating some. And what I found was fermented foods and grains, which I don't eat a lot of, but fermented foods and grains were the worst culprits that would trigger my histamine release. Fermented foods for me would be anything with vinegar, including apple cider vinegar. I know that's like a superfood, but that's what triggered mine. Beer and wine, cheap wine. Organic wine's different because it's just grapes, but when you get into the store-bought wine, there's all kinds of crap they add to it. Now, what I used to do back in the day, way back in the day, it would always happen around the Super Bowl. I'll never forget it, every year. Allergies would be worse. I would drink more to try to cover it up. And what I learned, I was just fueling the fire. So when I quit consuming certain foods like that, the allergies went down. Now, my allergy reactions, histamine responses have been about 10% every year for the last, say, 5 years than what they were in the past. So if you want to learn more about that, you can message me. I'm happy to talk to you about it. Go to the link that I'm going to post at the bottom for this article. It's very simple, but it does take discipline. It does take time to figure out. But if you haven't gotten anywhere with allergy doctors, antihistamines, if those just make you feel worse, try looking at what you're eating and your gut health, and I think it will help you a lot. Have a good one.